Alrighty guys, so the live stream has just happened. We got a brand new code, BEATBESTHE. So okay, it's a bit of an awkward code, but we will gladly take it. Obviously the code is just the chroma materials as well, or the fabric, and tier 3 elixirs. So unfortunately no summons, no tickets, but it is what it is. Now through the live stream they actually did give us information about the characters, so we can actually go through them, which I'm extremely happy about and I'm grateful for. Now we got Harper. Harper has been completely changed. She is not an attacker, she is not a DP, she is a tank, she is a breaker, yes. So skill 1, Hammer Drift. So Harper rides a hammer and charges towards the enemy, and then the damage is scaling off from max HP. So take note. She's a tank scaling off from max HP. Yeah, interesting. Not sure how I feel about that, but it is what it is. Deals Dark Element, has medium break damage. The first attack knocks down the enemies, and then the final hit inflicts airborne. So first skill is medium break. Skill 2, Harper continuously strikes down her hammer while the skill button is held. Again, scaling off from max HP. Almighty Break. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have our first ever Almighty Break on a Hunter's kit that doesn't require any type of duping. It is here, it is on Harper. Yeah, a character which I know not a lot of people are too happy with, you know. This skill applies Pork Chop and Airborne, increases damage taken from ultimate skills by Dark Hunters. Wait, what? Increases damage taken from ultimate skills by Dark Hunters? Wow. Okay, so yeah, that second skill is looking very promising right now. Going into the ultimate now, I'm just going to put this out there because this kind of, to be fair, I understand that with the character's look, the appearance, that's one thing, and obviously taking into consideration what the character does, that's another thing, right? The hammer is called Mjolnir. Did I say that right? I feel like I butchered that. The fact that that's the name of the hammer. Do you know how pissed off I got? And I'm just like, are you kidding me? You're telling me we could have gotten an original Thor type of solo leveling character, but instead they decide to give the hammer to a child. That is just an absolute kicker, is it not? Oh my god. Why, developers? Why? Alright, it is what it is. So the ultimate skill, so Harper jumps into the air and throws down her hammer. It deals also damage scales off from max HP, element damage of dark. First attack knocks down the enemy's, final hit is airborne. In terms of it being a Harper and Charlotte's ultimate, I believe you have to cater to going into the dupe side of things, which we'll get into. So the QTE inflicts medium damage, and then the support skill again does medium damage, but she does something brand new that we haven't seen, and that is paralyze. So it's kind of working in the same way of basically stunning, but they've introduced a new way of stunning, and it is by the means of paralyze. So so we've got paralyze, we've got Almighty Break. It's yeah, looking pretty crazy for Harper. So if we just quickly skip past the gameplay, I'll come back to that in just a second. And if we head over to the dupe system now and the passive. So Super Magic Booster is applied at the start of the battle. When the Hammer Drift is used, it applies the London Drift effect. Let me just quickly double check. So Hammer Drift is skill 1, Tenderizer is skill 2. Okay, so when you use the first skill, it applies the London Drift effect. Okay, when the user uses Hammer Drift, it increases their critical hit rate and critical hit damage by a percentage. So basically, it's a clear point of using skill 1 into skill 2, so that way you can stack up your crit hit damage and crit rate. Okay, fair enough. What does Super Magic Boost do? Do we know? Does it say? Okay. So once we're getting into the dupes, gain a shield equal to the percentage of the user's max HP while using the Tenderizer. Increases the maximum number of hits and damage per hit while using the Tenderizer. Increases. Oh, okay, so it allows us to get more hits in. Okay, and then break effectiveness goes up on. Oh my god, yeah, I need to get that, especially with the Almighty Break now. God damn it. A3, when using Hammer Drift, the user instantly attacks enemies within range. The London Drift effect is enhanced. Harper's Mjolnir changes to Harper and Charlotte's Mjolnir. Uses ultimate skill damage and damage that increases by a percentage. Okay, so A3 is when you get the advanced combination of Charlotte and Harper's ultimate. So that's pretty much the point to be at in terms of maximizing the ult, as well as damage output. And then A4, Undercover Recon. Effect is applied to all team members at the start of the battle. Increases the user's dark damage for every dark team member in the party. Okay, well, okay, there we go. Jesus Christ. And then the A5, the Pork Chopped effect is enhanced. Super Magic Booster changes to Twin Super Magic Booster. Increases ultimate skill damage taken from Dark Hunters. When the user uses Hammer Drift, it increases their critical hit rate and critical hit damage. Okay, well, okay. It seems that we got ourselves one hell of a breaker and a really top tier dark damage booster in terms of ults and whatnot. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Clearly, with how this character is coming about, it's fair to say that Lim, it's been an absolute pleasure. But we've got ourselves a breaker that is basically one above, or maybe two above him, to be honest. So yeah, it's going to be a difficult call. I mean, I understand that, you know, at the end of the day, to be honest, I mean, everyone's entitled to go for whoever they want, but with how this character is, and with one of the biggest requests that I personally wanted was that I wanted a dark breaker. Harper is coming across as a fantastic upgraded of a dark breaker to cater to with how content is right now, of course. Not to say Lim's not bad, but with Harper now having the, what, I assume it will be a 20% break effectiveness with the Almighty Break on the skill 2, her breakage is going to be disgustingly, like, pretty much up there with, like, Go, of course, I will say. So yeah, and obviously with her base kit, you're pretty much getting the Almighty Break and whatnot. If you cater to getting it to A2 minimum, then that's her break effectiveness just pretty much complete. And then obviously going furthermore, going into A3, which I would say is kind of like where the sweet spot is, so that way you can maximize that ult going between her and Charlotte to maximize the damage. Yeah, that's how things are looking. So overall, kit wise, Harper is looking very, very strong as a new dark breaker. Just forget about the appearance, and god damn it, why she got Thor hammer? That's what I want to know. God damn it. Okay, so that is pretty much Harper. And then if you want to know what her weapon was, so increases the HP by a certain percentage, which is normal. When the user uses their ultimate skill, it increases their team's dark damage for a short period of time. So yeah, overall this is a dark supporter slash insane amount of breakage. On top of that, it seems that she herself can also possess a good amount of damage. Kit wise, a fantastic dark breaker. So yeah, Lim, it's been a pleasure, my guy, but it's a wrap. Now, so that's Harper. I'm happy with her kit. I will say I'm happy with her kit. Charlotte is a ranged mage DPS type of character. So Charlotte throws a taunting doll that splits into 3 before exploding. Damage scales off defense. This confused me. She's scaling off from defense. What the frick? Okay, it is what it is. I mean, that is going to be awkward as hell, because I don't know if oh god, I'm going to have to check my artifacts on that one. I don't have any offensive that's scaling off defense, so this is going to be a weird one. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. I hope they change that last minute. Please, you've got until the 19th. Developers, change it to attack, for the love of God. Deals dark element damage, inflicts airborne. Exploding dolls deal damage based on the user's defense. That's skill 1. Skill 2, Charlotte climbs into Harper's shaped doll, which can be controlled. Gets scales off from defense and does airborne. And then yeah, the ultimate skill again, scaling off from defense. Again, once you go into the dupes, you can furthermore upgrade it. QTE. Knocks down and provides airborne. Support skill, just again airborne, and just kind of again throwing dolls to do some explosions. Okay, cool. So pretty much just a lot of explosions going on and dolls being thrown around from Charlotte's end. Interesting. So if we cater to her dupes now, passive. When the user uses dash, that dash becomes a charged skill, and the direction can be controlled. While the dash is charged, it applies invincible. Charlotte does not charge the power gauge and her ultimate ability. What? And has no cooldown. Instead, when Charlotte uses enough basic attacks, Take This becomes available. When Take This is used, it increases the damage of Harper's help. What? Hold on a minute. What am I looking at? Harper's help. take this. Oh, what the okay, hold on a minute. Wait, Charlotte does not charge the power gauge at all. Her ultimate ability has no cooldown. Instead, when Charlotte uses enough basic skill, take this becomes available. Then when take this is used, it increases. Oh, okay. So basically, you spam your basic attack. Oh, this is... Wait. GG Beast. See you later, Beast. Jesus Christ. So... yeah, basic attack leads into the ultimate, then the ultimate bumps up the skill too. Okay, that makes sense. Increases the critical hit damage stat equal to the percentage of the increased damage. Ooh, okay. Okay, that's pretty solid. Okay, so that's the initial passive. Wow. Going into the dupes, when the user uses Alza Dance, which is the first skill, it increases dark damage by percentage for a short period of time. Okay, that's solid. Defense increase on skill on A2. A3. Take this, changes to Harper, we are 1 when Harper helps and increases the user's damage by 1%. Okay, yeah, so on both Harper and Charlotte, A3 is basically where you want to get it to in terms of maximizing the ultimate change between the two, working as one. That confirms that you don't need to have the two girls on the same team, just an FYI. A4 increases the user's basic attack speed and basic attack damage. Oh, okay, that is huge. And then A5, basic attack activates the Dull Gratitude effect, increases the damage of both We Are One and Harper Help. Okay, so Charlotte is basically just dropping nuclear bombs. Again, it's really weird on their scaling. As a tank, max HP, and then as an attacker, defense. What on God's green earth is happening? So that's kind of how they're looking in terms of... look, I mean, there's nothing more to say other than the fact that these are 100% upgrades to where the dark element is going, right? The team is Harper, Charlotte, and Libora, right? It's unfortunate where Lim and Beast are at. Are they dead in the waters? No, I mean, they're still usable. But in terms of with where these girls are at and with where the power scaling is at right now with solo leveling Arise, you know, they're more up to date, right? And obviously with what was shown, oh wait, I forgot to talk about the weapons. But clearly with these girls, I mean, they are the more updated dark characters now, right? When it comes to Charlotte's weapon, defense percentage going up, increases the crit rate and crit hit damage of, take this, Harper, We Are One, and Harper's Help by percentage. Okay, yeah. So yeah, like, are they worth the summon? 100%. Of course. In terms of needing Dark Hunters, especially more updated versions of them, then yeah. Because, I mean, we know how, like, the current standing of where Dark Hunters are. I mean, we've said it from the, you know, from a couple of months ago. I mean, 11 mil right there, Jesus Christ. That Dark Hunters really did need something to spice them up. Now, it's unfortunate, again, character design. I know a lot of people aren't with it, with the whole children and whatnot. But just kind of forgetting that and putting that to one side, it's the kit that really is kind of what we're focusing on, because it's that is what is going to be getting us the W. That is what is going to be helping us on beating this new piece of content, of course. So it's a pretty difficult position being put in, because of course, you know, with what's to come, especially with half anniversary being 2-3 updates away, of course. But I just feel like with all the elements and whatnot, Dark really needs, or really needed, that updated Hunters and Harper and Charlotte. I'm gonna just say it like this: their kit's fantastic with what they're providing. So I mean, of course, they are worth the pool, but if you want it, if you need it, if you want to save it, again, it's a tough call to make, because I do feel like with Hunter elements, you know, it's not everyone's. I feel like maybe most of you guys might not have your dark elements up to scratch, and so these might be crucial to get to help you in that element wise. But I mean, look, if you're content and if you're happy with where your dark element is at right now, with Lim, Libora, Beast, of course, then I mean, at that very moment you can skip. One thing which I have previously mentioned is that with these two girls, they are oh my god, they are going to be available in the custom draw banner when the half anniversary kicks off. So if you want to get them at a later stage, and because you're happy with where things are at right now with your dark element, then you're completely fine to do so. But I'm just letting you know, with these two girls, with their how we're coming across, I mean, there's a few things which kind of bugs me out about them, but in an overall standing, amazing tank for the dark element, and then that correlates into having some amazing firepower for the dark element. So Big Rock, here we go. I'm just going to throw this in here quickly. So the basic skill damage, it does cap at 11%, starts at 5, caps at 11. I was really hoping for 15 to 20%, and that was kind of like the margin which I was praying for, but Yeah, 11%, I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, if you want to put a little bit of investment into the big rock to bump it up, since it caps at 11, so to be fair, you might actually get a decent amount of percentage being built up. Yeah, and then if you want to save a few of your traces, depending on how many you have, to see where Kaiser goes, and you can do so to go about that route. But I mean, yeah, 11% isn't horrible.